The Senate has passed for first reading a bill that recommends a fine of 50,000 naira to parents who default in providing their children with primary and secondary school education. The Red Chamber also recommended free meals for every child in the country. Since they don't talk this one now, no forget say they go tell you say yes, because they know that the Nigerians are going to be asking them questions. Now they will not want to tell you that they want to do school feeding. School feeding that Sadia Farouk, we no see head, we no see tail. Now they don't they talk of this one. That means that is to tell you that they need to budget money for school feeding and all of that. This is the only thing they will be talking about. Make the economy good. That was what they were telling Oshibaju. Then they will be celebrating school feeding. And meanwhile, the condition and the environment that the students were studying, nothing to write home about it. The teachers, you are not teaching them, and you are not paying them very well. You are not, no, their welfare is not well taken care of. Their salaries are not paid, paid at when due. They are supposed to be improved. They should do some courses and upgrade themselves. No, government will not provide all of those things. But because of this school feeding of a thing, because that is where they want to get money. So they believe that once they said, oh, children need to be educated, and Nigerians will not say, it is true, it is true. So even when they say they want to bring about, when they are talking about money concerning that, people will not be able to raise eyebrow. But thank God for people who are not who are not gullibles, who are not bandwagon, who are critical, who that think critically, or critical thinkers. They will have to say, what of this, what of this, what of this? Is that the first thing to do? If the economy is okay, the parents will be able to feed their children. Well, the bill proposed by Senator Orji Kalu, titled Compulsory Free Universal Basic Education Act 2004, Section 2, states that every government in Nigeria shall provide free compulsory and universal basic education for every child of primary and junior secondary school age. So you begin to ask yourself, then what changed? What has happened? The Act further states that every parent shall ensure that his child or ward attends and completes his primary school education and junior secondary school education by endeavoring to send the child to primary and junior secondary schools. The Act further states that stakeholders in education in a local government area shall ensure that every parent or pension or person who has the care and custody of a child performs the duty imposed on him under Section 2 of these acts. The act further noted that a parent who contravenes the earlier prescription should be liable on the first conviction to be reprimanded. On a second conviction, a fine of 2,000 naira or imprisonment for a term of 1 month or both, and on subsequent conviction to a fine of 5,000 naira or imprisonment for a term of 2 months or to both. The Senate, however, in its amendment proposed 50,000 naira fines instead of the 5,000 naira previously stated in the Act. The amendment states Section 4B of the Principal Act is amended by deleting 2,000 naira and inserting 20,000 naira. Section 4 of C of the Principal Act is amended by deleting 5,000 naira and inserting 50,000 naira. It added Section 3 of 2 of the Principal Act is amended by deleting 10,000 naira and inserting 100,000 naira. It stated a person who receives or obtains any fee contrary to the provisions of subsection 1 of this section commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a fine not exceeding 10,000 naira or imprisonment for a term or 3 months or both. Every parent shall ensure that his child receives full-time education suitable to his age, ability, and aptitude by regular attendance at schools. However, the Senate proposes 100,000 naira in replacement of the 10,000 naira. The Senate proposed Section 3(2) of the Principal Act is amended by deleting 10,000 naira and inserting 100,000 naira. Responding to this development, the program coordinator for Basic Education and Reform Education Nigeria, Ayodamola Oluwatoyin, in an interview with Saturday Punch, noted that while the move of the lawmaker or by the lawmakers seems commendable, there should be an investigation into the additional charges by the public schools across the country. Okay, oh, my people should not down here. Someone says useless leaders, thieves that are supposed to be languishing in jail due to corruption, looting, lavishing of national treasures, genocide, in the sense that the people lies in the bank accounts of the Nigerian politicians as a result of lack free or affordable, sophisticated medical accessible facilities, which have directly killed numerous people in Nigeria. Nigerian political system is corrupt system where governors see state allocation as their personal and business money. Tifnumbu, mad dogs. Will you provide the expenses? This bill is meaningful. Northerners should be aware of it because they like giving birth to many children without sending them to school only for political purpose. Exactly. And you can imagine at this age and time, a whole state will say they budget money to conduct about maybe 5,000, 2,000 people who are getting married. Once they get married, are they not going to be producing children? These are the things we are talking about. These are the money, or this is the money they are supposed to use for the welfare. We talk about it as at when Buhari was there, about 20 million Nigerian students, children are on the streets, out of school children. Tell me all the programs that Oshibaju, Buhari and the Sadiki, Abi, Shadia Farouk, all the programs, the billions of naira they wasted, all to what? All to no avail. All to no avail. Nothing came out of it. But individuals who were in charge of those things, they were so rich. They were stinkingly rich. But the purpose of those programs defeated. Useless country, steal Nigeria money and be hanged. I think this is the best bill that has been read on the floor of the Senate. But my dear, is the implementation because nothing has worked in Nigeria for the past 80 years now. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.